Cardon Children's Medical Center, providing comprehensive pediatric care for Arizona's families.
Celiac disease is an autoimmune disease. If they eat gluten, basically it destroys the lining of their stomach, and so they're unable to absorb other important nutrients. On a day-to-day basis, a lot of kid-friendly foods are bread products. So we've got crackers, we've got bread, pizza, macaroni and cheese. Those all have gluten in them. A lot of times I just recommend for the parents to change everything for the whole family so that the kid doesn't feel left out, doesn't feel excluded. Gluten-free diets have become more well-known, and there's a lot more people making recipes. There's tons of products, and a lot of them are comparable, if not even better tasting sometimes than the regular products.
A lot of the food that we put together for Thanksgiving is gluten-based. But the good thing about Thanksgiving is if you'd like to cook scratch, it's a lot easier to handle the ingredients that are going into your items, and it's a lot healthier. I decided to make a traditional pumpkin pie that's gluten-free. I'm going to put together the ingredients for you, and I'll kind of walk you through the substitutions that we've made so that you can make this at home for a gluten-free, delicious pumpkin pie. I went ahead and pre-made the crust. It needs to be refrigerated for about 30 minutes. So that consists of rice flour, baking soda, an egg, almond extract, and a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt. This is vanilla milk. It's almond milk actually, and vanilla flavored creamer. So both of these are actually non-dairy. And right here I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I have 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. I lightly beat 2 eggs. And here I have about 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. It's not pumpkin pie mix, it's pumpkin puree. Pumpkin is naturally gluten-free, so you need to be careful about the pumpkin pie mixes. They may contain some gluten in them. So I'm going to give that a quick mix. Got that little bit together. And now I'm going to combine my dry ingredients. This is the part right here, are flours that make this pie gluten-free. You can use rice flour, there's arrowroot flour, there's an endless amount of flours out there that you can substitute for wheat flour. I'm going to add some sugar and a little bit of salt to that. And I have baking soda and baking powder in there. I have about a ½ cup of brown sugar, lightly packed. And then I have some cinnamon and pumpkin spice, or you can use nutmeg and clove if you don't have pumpkin spice. So let me mix that together real quick. We'll mix those together. Make sure there's no lumps. Easy as pie. And then we'll bring over my crust, which is not cooked. These cook together. And we'll just pour it in here. Making sure to leave a little room at the top because this will expand while it cooks. Voila. And then we put it in a 450-degree oven for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn it down to 350 and cook it for about another 30 or 40 minutes. And you end up with a finished product that looks like this. The consistency on both of these are extremely good. I prefer actually the gluten-free stuffing, which was used with gluten-free bread. Just had to make sure that my broth was gluten-free. There's butter in there, but you could also do that without butter. So this is actually a flavor that most kids would enjoy. And I also did a green bean casserole. This is a favorite. My grandma used to make this. It's a Campbell's soup recipe. But instead of using a soup, I just pulled those ingredients out and we used fresh mushrooms. There's cream in there, a little bit of butter, some garlic, herbs. And we fried our own onions in rice flour real quickly. You can use Funyuns, but you just need to be careful if you're really sensitive to gluten because they are manufactured in the same environment that other gluten products are. People who have to worry about consuming gluten is becoming more mainstream, so there's a lot of public awareness about it. There's a lot of information on the internet. There's great cookbooks. There's great resources, so it's a lot easier to adopt this kind of lifestyle.